Hi there, today we're going to do a updated best of film noir list. We did one over 3 years ago now, and since then I've rewatched a few of those, watched a few more that were a little hard to find at the time, and this time we're going to do a top 20 rather than a top 10. And even at 20, it's going to be, I'm going to be missing, there's going to be films missing from the list that I really like. So the ground rules, of course, as stated previous, we're going to be doing the classic American period of 1940 to 58, the original film noir period. So that will be excluding UK productions like The Third Man and The Night in the City, which was kind of a co-American UK production. It was financed and shot in the UK. It was conceived in America, but for the purity of the classic film noir period, Night in the City will not be included. Otherwise, it would be certainly in the top 10. We're also not going to include any Hitchcock films, as they are a genre unto themselves. You know, films like these ones could easily fall under film noir, but we'll leave Hitchcock on his own. Film noir, of course, is American films from 1940 to 58, crime films with dark subject matter, interesting contrasting lighting, filled with gangsters, detectives, police, femme fatales, doomed heroes, anti-heroes, tough and cynical films, and many other themes that encompass them, but these shadowy films that were very distinct in that period. So what I'm going to do now is going to run a list of 20 to 11, and then I'm going to come back and discuss a little closer the top 10. Okay, number 10 we have Cry of the City, which I just reviewed this Blu-ray release of it last week. I'm going to put the links to all of the films mentioned in this video that I have reviewed before down in the description. But this is a Robert Siodmak film noir, probably underrated and underseen. Of course, starring the great Victor Mature, who was quite prolific during this era. At number 9 we have The Narrow Margin, and I'm a sucker for films on trains, and a good deal of this film is spent on a train. It's a really good film noir. I'll be hoping that gets a Blu-ray release soon. At number 8 we have The Window, which is another one which I hope gets a release soon. Really interesting film set in one specific neighborhood, and it's a real classic with a lot of memorable scenes. And at number 7 we have a very famous film noir by Orson Welles, Touch of Evil, starring Charlton Heston, Janet Leigh, and of course Orson Welles himself. And probably one of the most stunning film noirs, if not one of the most stunningly made films visually, full stop. Very seedy, sweaty, you feel like you need a shower after seeing this one. All of these elements make up for the fact that it's a little bit of a mess plot-wise, a little incoherent, and has a bit of a troubled production history with several different versions of the film, but yeah, a classic to be seen. And at number 6 we have Billy Wilder's Double Indemnity, which I think of as a prototypical film noir. Has all of the classic elements that you think of, with the femme fatale, the despair, the double crossing, The narration has it all. It's a great place to start in film noir if you're not too familiar. And at number 5 we have Kiss Me Deadly, which is a really bizarre film. Has almost an X-Files-ish quality or Twilight Zone-ish quality in some ways, and it's directed by Robert Orson, based on a Mickey Spillane novel, and it's a real nasty little film, and definitely one you should check out. We have another one from Orson Welles at number 4, The Lady from Shanghai, which is my favorite Orson Welles film. Another one that was butchered in the editing room, but what we have left is still a remarkable film and a remarkable film noir. And I don't even mind Orson Welles' fake Irish accent in this, which seems to be a bone of contention with a lot of people. Number 3 we have Mr. Stanley Kubrick's The Killing, masterfully made film. He made 2 film noirs. This actually edition has both of them, has The Killing and Killer's Kiss as an extra. But The Killing here, great heist film, beautifully made, great characters. Number 2 we have In a Lonely Place. I think it's Humphrey Bogart's finest performance and his finest film. It's directed by Nicholas Ray, and a real classic and some real great characters in there. And number 1, Sweet Smell of Success, directed by Alexander McKendrick and starring Burt Lancaster and Tony Curtis in what I consider to be both of their finest performances. Really nasty characters that they play in this. One of the first films to be shot entirely on location in New York City, and is a real stunning film, probably only second to Touch of Evil as far as black and white, certainly with film noirs, for visuals, and just one I can watch over and over. And for those wondering what we have playing in the background here, it's one that just missed out on the list, Jules Dassin's The Naked City.